You're watching Ask Profit on NDTV Profit. I'm Smriti Chaudhary and with me is Alex Matthew. And this show is all about your stock-related queries. So write to us any of your short-term questions or the long-term investment strategy, and we'll get them answered by our guests. But before we do that, let me quickly take you through the markets and see what's happening there. You look at the Nifty.
Thanks, Harsh, for summing that up. In fact, it's a great time to get on our experts. We've got Shaina Mukaddam as well as Ajit Mishra joining in.
This is Canara Bank. Now, this is from Sheila from Bangalore. They say they bought the shares at an average price of 292 rupees. Considerable upside from there. It's trading at around 611 rupees. Ajit, I'm going to come to you on this. This has given stellar returns in the last 1 year. Would you suggest booking some profits at this juncture, or would you continue holding on to a stock like that?
So my suggestion is that we have already seen the worst, especially when it comes to the PSU pack, and now like within the PSU basket, some of the stock like the top performers, SBI, Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda, they are the one which reclaiming their multi-year highs. So just to share the perspective about Canara Bank, that in 2010 we were at the level of around 610, and today means we are trading closer to that mark. So I feel that we have more legs to this up move, and if your time permits, if your investment horizon is, let's say, for more than a year, then definitely you should hold. Upside, maybe considering the kind of quantum that we have already seen, it might take a breather for a month or two, but positionally 650 to 670 zone is something that it can test in next 3 to 6 months. So definitely you should.
Okay, hold. Jupiter Wagons is the next one. I'm coming to you on, Ajit, and this is a question coming in from Rakesh, and he's asking what should be done for the short term. Should it be picked up? It's currently up as much as 10% in trade today.
Yes, Alex. So in fact, we have seen a fresh breakout today. The stock has been hovering in the band for almost 6 months now, that's 420 to 340. And finally, we have seen the breakout with strong volumes, almost 5 times of the average volume, and the stock is trading at record highs. So everything looks positive. You should definitely hold. You should, one can look for fresh longs also. 410 is now the area where one should maintain the stop, and based on the consolidation range closer to around 465 to 470, that should be our immediate target.
All right. Next counter we're talking about. Now this question is picking two stocks from medium-term perspective. This one's from Jay Krishnan from Korikor, and the couple of stocks that they've named are Bajaj Auto, Tata Power, Tejas, and Balaji Amines. Ajit, if you have to pick 2 out of these 4 stocks, which one would it be?
So all these stocks, they have already done pretty well. In fact, now we are seeing a bit of a breather in Bajaj Auto. So comparatively, Tata Motors look, better among these names, wherein we may see fresh traction coming in days to come. So definitely you can hold your longs. You can buy fresh also with 975 being the stop and 1050, 1060 being the target area. Tejas Network, we have already seen a very sharp surge in this week so far. It's up maybe 34%, despite the 2 days of pause or consolidation. If you have an existing position, you may continue to hold with the trailing stop at 950. But for fresh buying, I feel that one should wait and let the stock consolidate or witness a dip around 980 to 1000 zone. Then one should look for fresh longs. Otherwise, one can refrain from accumulating at current levels.
Okay, fair point. That's the point. That's a view on Tejas. And by the way, the stock has been on a bit of a tear in the recent past. It is losing a little bit of steam right now.
And the next counter we're talking about is Salazar Techno Engineering. This one's from Shiv Kumar from Dubai. They say they bought the counter at 21 rupees. Now, Ajit, we've seen an all-time high of this counter a couple of months ago, but it seems like it's been on a downtrend since then. Would you suggest sticking on to it for a little bit more? Do you see some kind of upside and any specific targets you have on the counter?
So the move was almost vertical from 8 to 32, and then we've seen this retracement in the last 2 months, almost 50% of the retreatment of the entire move. The good part is that still trading around this buying price, and we have multiple supports also around 19 marks. So in case it seems like that it might spend few more sessions around the current level. So if the view is very short term, you may exit and switch to the counters which are anyways participating in the move. So stocks from the metal space like NMDC, SAIL, Tata Steel, these are the candidates if the view is short term. And if you wish to stay put, then you should maintain a stop at 19. And upside, I feel that a break above 23, 23.5 may result in further momentum towards 27, 28 mark. Around that levels, you may close this position.
Okay, I'm coming back to you, Ajit, on a pretty general question, and this is coming from Ashwini. It hasn't specified a time frame, but looking for which stock to buy at this juncture for gains, not specified a timeline either. So not necessarily a buy now, sell tomorrow kind of a trade, but maybe a short-term view on a stock that you like?
So certainly, as Alex, we have been seeing certain sectors like auto, metal, where we are seeing consistent outperformers. NMDC is one such name which we just mentioned, and as a disclosure, we have recommended to our clients also. 274, 275 is something that we are eyeing in the near future. The stock is quoting at 250, so one can buy NMDC at the current levels, stop at 240. Alongside with the NMDC SCI, where we are seeing fresh traction after almost 1.5 months of consolidation. Here also one can look for buying for short to medium term. The stock is quoting at 235, so your stop should be at 215, and positionally 270 to 75 is something that one can maintain as a target.
All right. The next counter we're talking about is 5-star, which is an NBFC. Now, this is from Amit Rastogi, who's written to us on YouTube. They're looking to invest into this counter from 3 years perspective. Shahina, could you tell us the long-term prospects and the buying range as well?
I don't track the stock.
Okay. Ajit, I'll take it to you then. Any sort of buying range you have on this counter from a longer-term perspective?
It's been almost 1 year now that the stock has been trading in this band 780 to 640, 660. So we are currently in the middle of the band, and if somebody is planning, let's say, for investment in the lower band, closer to around 660, 640 is the zone basically where one can look at accumulating the stock. And if you are planning anything for momentum, means for the shorter duration, then one should wait and let the stock surpass 730 hurdle. And then 760 to 775 be the target area for the stock. But as of now, it's a no.
Okay. Suresh from Chalakudi in Kerala is asking about Raj Oil Mills. And I must confess that I'm not really familiar with the counter. Ajit, have you come across this, and would you suggest that it's something that you can get into at this juncture? It's up at upper circuit, if I'm not mistaken, right now.
In fact, Alex, I also cannot find this stock.
No, that's fine. That's understandable. Let me go to the next one then. We've got Kusum, and she's bought HAL at 3,800 levels, and she's wondering whether to exit at this point. On the charts, is that a good idea?
See, the defense-related counters like HAL, BEL, BHEL, they all are doing well, and as long as we are seeing this momentum continuing, one can stay put. And now, since she had bought it at 3,800 and the stock is already reached 4,000 mark, she may trade the stock to 3,940 just to avoid any notional loss, and wait for 4,100, 4,150 zone as a target area.
All right.
Geo Financial Services, and is it the right price to get into this counter? And I think a lot of people are asking this question. Just take a look at the year-to-date performance of this particular stock, and you will see that it's had an incredible run. So I will come across to you, Ajit, on this one. What would you suggest somebody should do right now? Because if you look at the fundamentals, there are some people that are pointing out that there's a lot that is yet to play out for this counter, though we haven't really seen these businesses move yet. What is the view on the technicals, though?
So exactly, Alex. Though the stock prices have been inching gradually northward, and the stock is currently trading to its record highs, I feel that one should be selective, especially when the stock, let's say, corrects 5 to 10%, then only one should look for fresh buying if planning for the short term. And do maintain a stop also. So let's say we are putting at 384. So any dip towards, let's say, 370, 75 zone is the area basically where one can look for fresh longs. And a close below 360 might derail the entire momentum that we are seeing in the stock. So one should maintain a strict stop at 360 for any long position in Jio Financial.
All right. Next
Of Ask Profit, China as well as Ajit. Thank you so much as always for taking the time and for answering all the questions that you did. And viewers, it's practically impossible for us to take all of your questions over the course of just half an hour, but still hopefully the answers that we've got today have benefited you, even if we couldn't take your question. Do stay tuned, lots more coming up over the course of the day, and this is NDTV Profit.